back, and if you're new, welcome in. So for today, I'm gonna be talking about this character, which honestly, will I be getting? Not necessarily, but would I recommend her from what I've seen? Honestly, she's pretty good, if I'm being honest. Cause what? One, she's a healer. You can never go wrong with a healer. And on top of that, some of the stuff that I read was pretty cool. Because what majority of her stuff is based on what HP, and not only that, what after using her skill, Hua or Hua Hua. Okay, sorry. So pretty much, Hua, yeah, Hua, 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 Hua. But anyways, after she uses her skill, pretty much, she gains the divine provision, which lasts for 2 turns. Apologies, which honestly, it decreases every single time it's her turn. So chances are you can maybe trigger her ability and you can build her slow. So that way the divine provision lasts longer. Or you can have characters that are able to constantly take their turns. So like what? Let's say you have Seely, or you have Herta, or what's her name? Himiko. Like characters that are able to like jump in due to their own abilities, which is honestly then kind of makes this last even longer, because it's technically they're cutting her line, they're cutting in line in front of her, and that way they're able to do their stuff before she technically gets a turn and then reduces it by 1 turn. So it's honestly pretty good. And on top of that, whenever an ally starts their turn, or when they use an ultimate, they restore HP based on currently 30. I'm gonna say maximize it. Boom. So, oh really? Oh wait, no, it's because of that. Her stats overall just increased. That sucks. But pretty much at base level 1, it's 3 plus 30 of her max health. So 3% of her max health plus 30, which honestly is pretty good. And on top of that, when divine provision triggers heal, pretty much whenever divine provision heals someone, they also debuff like an ally. So chances are, let's say one of your teammates are either in prison or frozen. If another ally is able to trigger their ability, chances are you might be able to dispel one of those, like the freezing or the imprisonment on one of that ally, and instead of them taking their turn not being frozen anymore and then going to the next character, chances are you'll be able to get to that character, defrost them or unimprison them, and still take your turn, which honestly can happen up to 6 turns too. And then using the skill resets the trigger, which honestly, it's pretty good. But then again, it's like a plus and minus depending on how much speed you want for her too. And then for this one, you automatically debuff a single target and immediately restore, or pretty much immediately heal them. At the same time, you restore HP for allies that are adjacent to this target ally from the amount. So pretty much you'd be able to trigger healings on, hypothetically, perhaps 2 characters that have this ability on them, which honestly can be pretty cool. And for her ultimate, regenerates energy. So pretty much she's just a full-blown just support. She doesn't really buff, but she kind of heals and slightly debuffs enemies. Because right here, when entering the battle with enemies in Horror Struck, so pretty much, where is it? I think it's just a passive. Horror Struck will flee away from apologies, I almost said Hutao. And not only that, whenever they're in the Horror Struck, there's a 100% base chance of reducing a single enemy's attack by 25%. So pretty much you reduce their attack, and on top of that, you're able to heal them and debuff them, which honestly, pretty cool. I have yet to see her Eidolons too, which increases allies by, so pretty much increases speed for allies. When knocked down, they're immediately healed. Hold on, so if they're in divine provision, and then they're downed, technically. The ally will not be knocked down, and their HP will immediately be restored by an amount equal to 50% of their max HP. So pretty much they'll be at half health. Although this will reduce the one of the provisions, but still pretty good. It sucks and it's triggered 2 times. Abilities: when healing a target via skill or talent, the less HP the target currently has, the higher amount of healing. So pretty much the lower their HP, the bigger the heal, which is honestly pretty cool. Did I get it? Yeah. Healing a target increases the target's. Oh, so this one makes her a damage buffer. It increases it by what, 50% for 2 turns. That's pretty cool, but honestly, for the Eidolons, I'd probably go for 4. If anything, maybe 2. So as I see, I'd recommend 0, 2, or 4. But that's just me. Which honestly, she's cool and all. I can slowly, quote unquote, build pity and then try to get her and snipe her, but at the same time, I kind of already have Laucha, so I'm fine. But honestly, if let's say you skipped Laucha for whatever reason, or you lost a 50-50 and you weren't able to continue wishing for him and you didn't get him, I'd go for her. At least on paper, she sounds phenomenal. Although the 4 stars are like, they're okay. Serval, she's cool and all. Personally, I like her. Then there's this guy, Arlen. I honestly have yet to use him. Dan Hung, he's cool for single target enemies, but even then, it's like, Out of the 4, I'd only have my eye on Serval. Maybe Dan Hung. But aside from that, she's really good, although the 5 stars not so good. And then there's her weapon too, which honestly, increases energy recharge by 12%, increases her healing of an ally's max HP by 10%, when the wearer's healing ally, increases the healed ally's attack by 2.4%. So 20, 14, and 4. Honestly, that doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound good. At least in my opinion. But aside from that, another thing I wanted to talk about was one. I heard that what's her name, Silverwolf might be getting a rerun, and if she does, I will most likely try going for her, if anything. So, yeah, I could be wrong on it though. If she doesn't end up getting a rerun, I will be kind of disappointed. But from what I've seen, she might be getting a rerun. I could be wrong. And on top of that, there's going to be a new character introduced too, which is a physical from what I've seen. Not really. I don't know. The only physical that technically has my interest is Clara, because of her counterattacks. But aside from that, physical character is not really my thing. Although I have a soft spot for Quantum, and then after Quantum is probably electric, right? Or lightning damage, technically, is what it's called here. But yeah. Am I gonna be wishing in this banner? No. Would I recommend it? Yes. But stay cautious. 4 stars, not the very best in my opinion. Aside from Serval, personally, I have a somewhat biased, because she could do pretty good damage on her ultimate. But aside from that, best of luck in wishings, and I wish you the best, and I hope you win the 50-50, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed if you are deciding to wish. If not, you know what? Hold on. Should I? Oh yeah, and make sure to claim these, just in case by pure chance you didn't know. Because every single one of these wishes, it's always nice, which you can slowly build. Although, I forgot to mention there's this light gun right here, which honestly, like I mentioned previously, most of her kit is based on HP. This is going to be a free weapon. On top of that, you'll be able to refine it. So base kit, you'll be, no, base, apologies. By the end of this event, if you do end up deciding doing it, you'll be able to increase her HP by 12%. And on top of that, you will also be increasing her healing for 2 turns, but it's going to be 28%. But even then, that 28%, it's pretty good. And on top of that, you'll be able to refine it pretty easily too, just by doing this event. So it's like, I'd say try going for the weapon here, refine it, test it out on her. If you like it, don't go for the weapon. If you don't like it, you could go for the weapon if you like. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I don't know, something about it, it's like, it's okay. But still, that's just me. At the end of the day, these widgets right here, they're yours. So you do what you will. So that's about it. Also, just in case I forgot to mention, as of now, we are currently at 224. Let's see if we can make it a 230 by the end of the month. If not, let's see how far we can make it past 230. But that's about it. So if you ended up enjoying this, sorry, I got distracted. If you ended up enjoying this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And again, I appreciate the support. So until next time, later nerds, take care.